Oh, I'm hungry.
Wanna cook?
Oh, one more!
There was a briefly popular TV miniseries starring Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean, called Man vs. Bee.
Arson? Do you have anything to say before you're taken down?
You see, there was this bee.
About a man who works for a niche house sitting company providing services, and he has to battle an annoying bee while house sitting for rich people. Think the Fly episode of Breaking Bad if Heisenberg were Mr. Bean.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Wanna cook?
Oh, one more!
The miniseries Man vs. Baby is continuing that series with the same character played by Rowan Atkinson, except this time he has to take care of a rich couple's house while dealing with an infant. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and talk about the video in the comments. Thank you. We start at the beginning, episode 1. We open with this camcorder video of Trevor and his family early December 2005. His wife says he better not dress daughter Maddie up in the ridiculous costume, but I think it's actually adorable. We get a montage through the years. It's now 2015 and we get some physical Bean style comedy as he falls over the tree. Now it's 2025 in this quaint little house. This man went to bed wearing long johns, wool socks, a parka, and oven mitts. Clearly staying here alone, he has to put quarters in like an arcade just to get power. In a clever bit of product placement, Trevor eats a chocolate from a Cadbury Heroes advent calendar. The crunchy, of course, being the best one there. He calls his ex-wife, excited about her and his daughter seeing his new place for Christmas, but she's taken the kid with her new boyfriend. New boyfriend has even offered to pay for his daughter's school. What a nice guy. Maybe it's just because I have a place in my heart for Mr. Bean's Christmas. But you really feel for Trevor here. First time ever leaving a voicemail, he calls his daughter Maddie. Love the detail here of how he's holding the phone like he has no clue what he's doing. He says he wants to talk to his sweet pea before her Barbados trip because he will miss her. Trevor appears to work at this school. They're a good school apparently. Why do they feel the need to tell us that? He's helping set up for the annual nativity play. Someone is going to drop off their 8-month-old to play baby JC. What could go wrong? The headmistress of the school pours drinks to celebrate the fact that he's been fired and it's his last day.
How long's it been?
7 months.
Gosh, feels like years.
What a lovely woman. He can barely speak with how strong it is, and she chugs the stuff like it's water. Before 9 a.m. too, mind you. He enters the door and we meet our antagonist of this movie. The baby. So he didn't see the kid's mother, but did see a baby. Is this going to be a caper where they mix up the babies? Trevor is apparently also the entire production department for this play. He looks up how much his daughter's program costs. $92.50 a year is pretty steep, but his ego just won't let the new boyfriend pay for it. Trevor gets a call from the new CEO of the house sitting company he works for in Man vs. Bee. When Trevor is offered a job, he initially says no, but lets go of the rope holding up the star when he's told the job pays £10,000. He has to go to an interview in London in 4 hours if he wants the job. These idiots actually left the baby behind. Trevor hears them crying. Trevor takes the baby, calls the mom, and gets her voicemail. He shows up at the woman's house, and of course, the real baby actress didn't even go to school that day. So if that's true, who is the baby Trevor has? An unwanted child someone left at the school? Headmistress can't help sort it out because of course she's going on vacation.
So,
Trevor, I'm sorry, I'm in the car. I'm going away. I don't really have time to sort this out right now.
It's an infant, ma'am, a living being. Police cannot send anyone for 4 hours. Trevor has to be in London, so he calls social services. The guy from social services says he's going to pick up the kid and Trevor gets packing. And of course things deck the halls in Mr. Bean fashion. Baby is now on the loose, headed for the stairs. Why is it they always gravitate to the most dangerous thing in the room? Social services comes right as baby escapes again. Something that would never happen, but it does in this movie. The social worker thinks Trevor's crazy and made up the baby story and just leaves. He finds the kid right after the worker leaves. This kid is enjoying himself filming this, just a super happy baby the whole time. He does call the guy, but voicemail says he's away until January 4th. Using a coal catcher as a car seat, he decides to drop baby off at social services on his way to the train station, which is of course closed and abandoned for the holidays. He tries to call police back but loses the signal because his battery dies. Don't talk and drive, people. Instead of asking to use a phone, Trevor, of course, takes the baby on the train. They arrive in London and Trevor says, "Let's try to get this job." And that's the first episode. A lot of exposition, they introduce the characters and the premise in a charming way, and it does get you invested in what's going to happen. It reminds me a lot of those movies in the 90s like Baby's Day Out or 3 Men and a Baby, maybe Look Who's Talking a little bit. On to episode 2. So Bingley goes in, Secretary snobbishly has no idea who he is, but likely thinks he should know who she is. Ah yes, hiding the baby will certainly work. Watching him cover up baby noises by making them himself is amazing. Snooty, expensive place, what could go wrong? He then starts bouncing to try and calm the kid. This woman thinks he's lost it.
Sensitivity and above all, maturity.
Right, yes.
Baby on the loose, right when she says no unauthorized guests allowed. Got him back without her seeing, puts the laughing kid in an empty wastebasket. This kid again is having a blast. She reveals he had the job as soon as he arrived. This tiny fob for the locks, I'm sure it won't go missing or get swallowed. A rigorous game of peekaboo ensues. He found a super expensive bandana to use as a diaper. Anyone remember the film 3 Men and a Baby? Seeing Mr. Bean being the family man is great. I know Rowan himself is a dad of 3. I've never seen this, maybe it's a UK thing. The baby food at the store goes by weight, so he has to weigh the kid? Very sanitary move there, Trevor. He finally gets a call from social services in London where he is now. She won't be picking him up until the next day. Big mistake here. You don't want to put blankets in with a baby that young. Don't do this in real life, it's super dangerous. He has the kid in a giant picnic basket as a crib. Pretty clever. I guess Booze and Heroes chocolates are his comfort items. How much did they pay, honestly? Because this specific brand has been shown up close twice. Of course, the baby wakes up and he has to try to calm him down. Jumping on the bed isn't gonna do it. Fun though.
You'd better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming.
He tooted and all was resolved. A few hours later, and he is down to only one expensive improvised diaper. No problem, just Uber some over. If only it were that simple and Amazon deliver within hours during holidays. Like, this guy showed up within 20 minutes in the movie's time. But of course, he can't figure out which button answers, so the driver leaves. If you paid for it, shouldn't they just leave the package? He's able to run down and catch the guy. He left the baby alone instead of, I don't know, carrying him with you. But oh no, silly man, he forgot the special key fob he needs for the elevator. And then, episode just ends with baby headed for the stairs. This was a fun, slightly Christmassy show. Rowan Atkinson is a lot of fun, and it wasn't all just his usual physical comedy. So far, the show's pretty good. It's a mini-series, so it's only 4 episodes, but if they tried to stretch it out more, it wouldn't really work. If this does well, I'll upload the other 2. I do think people should check this out if they want something family-friendly but still entertaining. It's not going to win awards, but Man vs. Baby is definitely entertaining.